Hi, my name is Lars and welcome to WeLoveRetroGames. This will be my first YouTube video on this channel and it will be a big YouTube video as well. For me, I really like retro gaming, that's why I begin my Instagram, WeLoveRetroGames, where I share all of my collection, which you can see in the back of me. Today I want to show you a haul that I picked up last weekend. I posted an ad on our local Facebook marketplace about me collecting and searching for some older video games. Some lady just responded to my ad and she told me that she had some older, yet some very dusty and some not being used consoles for me, which I could come pick up if she wants, if I want. I told her, yeah, send me some photos if you want, and I can make you an offer if you want. And yeah, she sent me some photos, and I knew this would be an amazing day. I will show you the photos right now that she took and she sent me over in the marketplace app, and I went nuts. I asked her as quickly as I can, what do you want? Do you have a price in mind or anything like that? And she told me 150 euros, come pick it up. I was like, what, 150 euros? I knew I couldn't really see what kind of games they were in, but I know that in the Netherlands it's really hard to get some cheap cartridges based games. So for me it was like, okay, I see a Nintendo 64, I see the SNES, I see the NES, and I was like, yeah, I need to come pick that up for 150. So that night I drove there. She lived on a barn with some doggy daycare there, really strange, but you know, fine with me. She gave me some bags with all the stuff and I gave her their money and we went back home. Crazy to see, just we laid it all on the table, right? And it's crazy that it was so much. I didn't really process it until now, how lucky I was with the score I've got. So I got a couple of consoles. There is a Super Nintendo. I'll show you in the video now. There's a Super Nintendo, 2 NES systems, a Nintendo 64, a PlayStation Portable, and I think a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 1, and that's it. If I got only that for 150, that will also be a great deal, right? So yeah, for now I want to show you system by system what kind of games I got with it, and let's start with the normal Nintendo, with the NES. Let's work our way up to the SNES and the Nintendo 64, the PlayStation, and some other miscellaneous items. Yeah. I will pick up everything, I will lay it next to me and I will show it one by one. So let's jump to the NES now. So, the NES bar. They are quite dirty and dusty and there's like a label on on some of the games, not on all of them. There are a couple of games I didn't recognize, but for the fun of it I will keep track of the value in the bottom left corner here. Just for my sakes as well, I want to know how much I got for the price that I paid. A reminder, I only paid 150 for everything, okay? So, the first game. It's... I have no clue what it is, but it's MC Kids on the NES. As you can see here, there's a label. There's like a sticker on the label, which is fine with me. I'm going to try to take it out. I know there's a couple of things you can do with like a hairdryer and stuff like that to take off some of this. I'm not sure if I can do it, but I will try it with some of the cheaper games, I think. Second game, also the same sticker, but it's Mystery Quest. I will show the value again in the bottom left, and I will keep adding it up for you. It's just nice to track, right? It's fun, it's easy. I want to know how much I got for this. I'm so excited about it. It's crazy. I don't even have that much Nintendo stuff. It's just original Nintendo stuff. It's crazy. So, okay, next game. It's Gauntlet 2. again with the sticker, but it's fine, it's fine. I know this one is not an expensive game, right, but it's a good game. I have heard about it and I've seen some footage as well, so it's good to got that game in my collection now. I didn't recognize this one as well. It's called Snake, Rattle and Roll for the NES, again with a sticker, but you know, let's try to just try and figure out if I can get it off on one of the cheaper games. Maybe the best game that ever been created, and I was crazy that I don't have it in my collection yet. So I was very happy to see this one. It's the first The Legend of Zelda. The gold cartridge as well. I'm not sure if the PAL version also has the gray cartridge, but for now this is the gold cartridge. Also with the sticker, but hopefully I can get some of that off. Next game, easy one, Super Mario Bros. 3. This is Donkey Kong 3. I didn't even know that this game was on NES, but amazing, right? Next one, Hogan's Alley. Never heard of this game. Looks fun. So this is a weird one. It's Disney Adventures. As you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can spot the castle here from Disney. I like Disney, so maybe I will like the game as well. It has a French label, but it's a Jungle Book. And the last, it's Gremlins 2. On the bottom left corner, again, the value up until now. Hopefully all these games are more than I've paid for, but I'm not sure. I will now clean everything up and get these SNES games, and we will go back next to the SNES. So, I've laid out all my SNES games. This is the biggest lot. There are a lot of SNES games in here, and it's amazing, it's crazy. Fun reminder, actually, that the manual, all of the games that you see here are also here. It's amazing. All the manuals, they kept all the manuals, and some of them are water damaged, I think. I'm not sure if it's because of the humidity there, but I don't mind. I just like to have the manual. If you have any idea how to store like a NES cartridge with the manual, like in some sort of box, not on the the black sleeves, but I want to display them fully. So maybe there are some boxes I can order from, I don't know, Alibaba or stuff like that. Just let me know. Maybe you can send some things in the comments below if you want. First game, Young Merlin on the Super Nintendo. They're all Super Nintendo games. I don't know why I've said that. I never heard of the game, don't have it in my collection, so great to add it. Next game, I already got this because this is a staple, Super Mario World. I don't think it compares with the version I have. It's really clean, but yeah, maybe I will sell it on, maybe I will keep it just as a double. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm just overwhelmed with everything I got, so let me know. Next game, The Illusion of Time. Don't know much about this game, and never heard of it as well, so maybe it's good. Let me know. Next one. I want to actually show 3 if I can do this really quickly. Donkey Kong Country 1. Donkey Kong Country 2. And also Donkey Kong Country 3. So that's the trilogy of Donkey Kong Country on the NES, on the Super Nintendo, sorry. Amazing to get these because I didn't have any of them. I know it's crazy, but remember, in the Netherlands it's really hard to find any cartridge-based games, so I'm just lucky. For example, the Donkey Kong Country 2 manual is here as well. As I said, I have all the manuals for all the games here now, so crazy. Also a staple, Super Mario All-Stars. Already got it, but nice to have it one more time. The Page Master. Haven't heard any of this game. Don't got it in my collection. Really happy to add this. Let's see. Mystic Quest Legend. I actually have heard of this game. Have never played it, so maybe it's one for the future. A Super Game Boy, always nice to have, right? I already got one, but maybe I will have two, I don't know. Next game, The Lost Vikings. Only 3 more, and this is Radical Rex. This is Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and I think I've heard of this game, or is it Ghouls and Goblins? I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's good. I don't know the value. You know it in the video. I don't know it yet because I haven't searched everything up. But I think this one is a good one. And then I think the best game that I got from this whole haul. It's really strange. It's not that expensive, the PAL version, but I don't see it anywhere. It must be really rare because I've never seen it somewhere in Europe, but it's The Secret of Mana. And again, manual. Fantastic. So these are all the Super Nintendo games. This is the value up until now. Yeah, let's move on to the Nintendo 64. But first, let's clean this up. We'll see you soon. So, now, Nintendo 64. I think these games are the most valuable. I know that Nintendo 64 is quite, how do you say that, quite, people want it really much. So it's quite in demand. There are a couple of games here that I'm a Zelda fan and I didn't have yet. So I was quite disappointed in myself that I didn't have these games yet, but I'm so happy to pick these up. It's crazy. I only paid $150 for everything. Remember that. First game, it's called Clover. Haven't heard of it, but I think it's a good game. I think everything on the Nintendo 64 is a good game, so I quite enjoy playing on the Nintendo 64, Mario Kart and stuff like that. It's good. It's a good console. This is the Tetris Sprayer. I think it's some sort of Tetris, but you know, quite a common game. Just a common game. Body Harvest. Next game, Tonic Trouble. Again, never heard of this game. It's from Ubisoft. Do you know anything about this? Let me know. This is a good one, Diddy Kong Racing. I think this is they didn't really build up on this franchise any more than, I think it's also a game on the Nintendo GameCube, Diddy Kong Racing, but it's quite fun. And it was compatible with Mario Kart from Nintendo itself. So I don't know what they thought about that. And I would really love to see Diddy Kong Racing on the Nintendo Switch. Next game, Rayman 2, amazing game. It was my childhood. I played this a lot with my father. Yoshi's Story, fantastic game, right? Didn't have this one, so glad to add that because I'm really a Yoshi fan. Of course, how can we miss Super Mario 64? Next one, which I was quite happy to see because that means with Donkey Kong 64 you need the expansion pack, and luckily for me the expansion pack was in the Nintendo 64. I actually did not have a Nintendo expansion pack, so I was quite happy to finally get that one, and as also get the game with it. Next one, I already got this game, Super Smash Bros, but my label was all torn up, so I'm really happy to swap that one out, sell that one and keep this one. Really amazing condition. It's quite dirty, everything is quite dirty, but you know, the labels are pretty good. No. The big two. Both Zeldas on the Nintendo 64. Zelda Ocarina of Time and of course Zelda Majora's Mask. Also with the manuals. This is only Majora's Mask, but the Ocarina of Time manual is somewhere as well. luckily these manuals are in quite good condition, but I've never played the original games on the Nintendo 64, so I'm looking forward to play that. That was all the Nintendo 64 games. Again, the value up until now you can see right here. And let's move on to all the miscellaneous items I got. So, last of the games. I will go a bit quick fire through these because there is nothing really special here, but I got PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PSP, some Game Boy games, which I'm quite happy with, and some console I needed to look up first. Let's first start with the PS1. Big Race USA, I think it's a pinball game, good game. One of the best games ever created on the PlayStation 1, Spyro 2. Here is Star Sweep. Most of these are complete in the box. Bust a Move 4. Some of the games were loose, so they're quite damaged. The original Rayman. This is a good game. Rayman 2 is better, but it's a nice 2D platform. Disney Star Zone. I think it's Pong. I have not heard of this game before, but it looks quite fun. So I got 2 copies of Heart of Darkness. Both of them are complete, but the other one is the Platinum edition, so the silver label. But one black label and one silver label, why not? It's Magic Tetris Challenge. It's in Dutch, but a quick translation later, and it's a Magic Tetris Challenge. Super Bang Collection. I've not heard of this game before, but it's from Capcom, so I think it might have a little bit of value. It's the Mickey's Wild Adventure. I've actually played this game when I was a kid, and it's a good game, so I highly recommend it. Mr. Domino. I have no clue what this game is. Looks like a domino game. Pinball Power. This is good. Croc. Legend of the Gobbles. And this is the other Heart of Darkness, but then the Platinum edition. So, quickly move on. There are 2 PSP games, Medal of Honor Heroes 1 and Medal of Honor Heroes 2. Swap them around. And then some PS2 games, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, 007 From Russia with Love, the Transformers the game, it's SOCOM US Navy SEALs. I think I got this game like 5 times in my last year. I think Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, Prince of Persia The Descent of Time, also got this game like 20 times over the years, and Spider-Man 3 as well. So next one, I actually have to search up what kind of game console this was. It's called a Supervision. Never heard of it. Crystal Ball of Christ Ball, sorry. Treasure Hunter. Never heard of this console, but now I got some games for it if I ever manage to get it. Only got 1 GBA game. It is the Pac-Man collection. This is a double up for me, so I think I will sell this on. So I didn't even know there were some Game Boy games in the lot. So when I just searched through some bags, I found 2 Game Boy games. I was like, you know, it will just be some random Game Boy game I've never played, like Barbie's Big Adventure or something like that, right? But no. Zelda, Oracle of Ages, and The Legend of Zelda Seasons. With the manual, I will try and open them up. Give me 1 second.
1 eternity later.
Again back, now they're open. The Legend of Zelda Seasons and The Legend of Zelda Ages on the Game Boy. With both manuals. So I'm quite happy with that. So that was it, all of the games. This is the total value of just the games, and this is the total value of everything, like all the consoles and everything I got. This is the total value of everything that I got for, remember, 150 euros. So 150 in total, all in. Do you like this content? Do you want to see more of this? Maybe consider subscribing to my channel. Please like the video, and maybe you can let me know if I need to play one of these games on this channel. Do you want to see some playthrough of some retro games? I think it will be fun. Yeah, just let me know, and please like and comment and maybe share it with your friends, right? And if you really enjoy content like this, you can also follow me on Instagram at WeLoveRetroGames, and maybe I will see you there. So have a good day, evening, night, I don't know, wherever you are on the planet, and see you soon.